gentlemen, let's meet the starters. Number 9.
We've got the Grizzlies in Graceland, Memphis, Tennessee, against an Eastern Conference team here at the FedEx Forum. Hi, everyone. I'm Kevin Harlan with Steve Kerr and Clark Kellogg. Happy to have you along for this edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. Taking a look at New York. Well, guys, at this point, while still many things can change, their record is not on par with their performance last year. Maybe a cause for concern, but something they are well aware of.
Checking out New York. They've been totally out of sync at the beginning of this season. They still haven't found their identity. They don't know who they are and what they do best.
I have no idea what they are either, Clark. I mean, this is a team that really is just kind of hard to figure out. And I think they may have to make some changes to try to get themselves going.
So a look at our starters for the Knicks. D, he's in at point guard. Quincy AC out there with Gallinberg. Then it's Anthony, and it's Hardaway in at the 2. And so it's Memphis with it, coming off that loss against the Nets.
Tough game to lose, really. They actually put up a great fight, I thought. But, you know, when you're battling for a road win, even when you play hard, nothing's guaranteed.
Yeah, I think it's something they learn from, though. I mean, you have to convert the positives, even from a loss like that, into momentum for your next game. They got to take what they did well and kind of double down the efforts here tonight.
And so it's New York with it after the made shot from Zach Randolph. Gets it to fall in the bucket from D.
Good defense, but you gotta love the finish with the finger roll over the top.
And I think Doris Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
Well, Dave Yeager gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. He said a big part of this game will depend on how well they can slow down Carmelo Anthony. He added with his size and shooting ability, he can score inside and out. We're going to try a couple different coverages and show him different looks over the course of the game to try to keep him off balance. And guys, I guess we'll see how it works. Back to you.
Great. Thanks for the report, Doris. The Knicks shooting their initial free throws of the game right here.
Taking 2 shots.
Both free throws good from D. First quarter, about a minute and a half in. Outside Conley, pass to Randolph. Unloads from 13, and it's Memphis with another.
Off to a nice start here. They've hit all 3 from the field.
Memphis on defense. It's a 3-point game. This, their first look at this year's New York squad.
And they'll come into this one with some confidence. Last season, they swept the season series, winning both matchups. You see the defense get caught standing around that time, giving up an easy second chance bucket.
Simply need more of an effort on the boards there, Steve.
Outside Conley. Allen outside. And here is Conley. 23 points for him the last game against the Nets in Brooklyn.
Boy, he had it going offensively, just living at the line.
Both of these teams, Clark, battled for playoff spots in their conferences.
Kevin, every game is big to a team on the edge of playoff contention, Kevin. That's a whole different mindset than either of the extremes. The end of your season is kind of like a mini playoff in and of itself.
Here's D. The Grizzlies pull it in. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Conley with it, averaging 16 points a game. Gasol setting the pick for Allen. Here's Conley, just 5 on the clock. No luck.
First miss of the game after 4 makes, so it's been a hot start.
D passes to Hardaway. Inside, looking for Anthony, and gets it there. Some solid defense from Randolph.
That's terrific defense right there to prevent from converting in close.
Conley kicks to Allen. Gasol, a screen on Shumpert. Out to Lee. Lee left side. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. Randolph can't hit.
And it is very dangerous to leave him open like that. Lucky break for the defense that he missed it.
And Hardaway gets it to go.
Well, you knew he'd win that race.
Definitely. I mean, that's what you call early offense.
For Memphis, they've gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter. Courtney Lee is on the wing. Back to Allen. Outside Conley. And the officials call goaltending, so they'll award the basket.
I like it.
Time, Kevin. Those can be tough.
Knicks trail by 6. Allen at small forward with Randolph at the 4. Adams is out there with Carter, and it's Stokes in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the group for Memphis to kick off the second quarter. We have the break in the action. Let's show you the teams that have been making their opponents work especially hard over the past 10 games. Number 1, the Knicks.
Well, they've been solid defensively, maybe a little fortunate at times when teams have had off nights, but overall, pretty solid defense.
Now here's Lee. Last game he had 10 points. Randolph in the post. Gallenberg's there. Unloads from 9. Misses off the right iron. The Knicks shooting for the game at 42%. There's the pick. Larkin dishes to AC. Pass to D. Here's Dalembert, and it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it. He'll shoot one more at the free throw line. And he's got his first chance at the line here.
Well, he's right there at about 71% from the line this season. Probably somewhere below where he'd like to be.
And guys, that's an increase in his free throw percentage from last year. Maybe not a large one, but it is a little bit higher, so you've got to like that progress.
From the sideline, let's catch up with Doris Burke.
Yes, gentlemen, D in their last game against the Celtics really lit it up from the floor. He ended with 16 points and played some lockdown defense as well, causing havoc on both ends of the floor. It was a complete outing for him, one that he hopes to be replicated here. Guys?
All right, Doris, thanks. That really was a spectacular game for him, even by Steve Hill standards.
Well, those are pretty high standards ordinarily. We'll see how much it carries over. It's not a performance that will be easy to repeat.
But you like to have that in your arsenal and on your resume so you can call on it the next time you get out on the court. So I think it'll serve him better than it won't.
Some changes for Memphis. Marc Gasol's checked in for Stokes, and Mike Conley for New York. Shumpert comes in for J.R. Smith, and Tim Hardaway Jr. subbed in for Larkin. And it's Conley penetrating. That one's off, still out of sync. New York leading by 3, and a fast break now for New York. Shumpert's running, and Hardaway gets it to go.
And that assist earned him a little nod from his teammate after the basket.
Now here is Conley. Defense right on him. Back to Lee. Conley into the lane. And it's blocked by Dalembert. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Here's Hardaway. And Lee pulls it down. The Grizzlies have gotten off to a rough start here in the second quarter. 0 for 5. Let's go quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
Guys, over that last break, I listened to Doc Rivers address his team. The most important points they can get, he said, are points in transition. He told them to push it, create opportunities on the fast break. There was something else he mentioned, too. He wants them to utilize the pick and roll as much as possible in their coming possessions. They're not going to wait for halftime. They want those adjustments to have an impact right away. Over to you, Kevin.
Thanks, Doris. Conley with it, now guarded by D. Conley kicks to Lee. Goes up the baseline. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. Now just a 1-point New York lead. Tayshaun Prince is checked in for Memphis. The Knicks also changing it up. Close game as we wrap up the second quarter. Memphis out in front.
Look, Kevin, I've got Doc.